Hello there everybody, this is Graham, also known as the Collector 75. Welcome to part 1 of my Transformers Micromaster Patrols review. I thought I'd separate this into 3 parts, mainly because there was 12 patrols and there was just not enough time for me to like do them all in one video, and I didn't want to do a massive long video, so I thought I'd just separate them up. 4 patrols in each one. So I thought we'd start here with these 4 patrols, which is the Off-Road Patrol, one second, the Off-Road Patrol, Rescue Patrol, the Autobot Battle Patrol, I believe. I've wrote all these names down because I'll never remember their names. Let's have a look, here we go. Air Patrol, no, hold on. Yeah, I'm sure we've got it here. I'm sure that's the Battle Patrol. I'm probably wrong now. Oh no, it might be the Military Patrol. And then we got the Race Car Patrol. Yeah, so that was really cleverly done, as you can see. Write all the names down. There's far too many for me to remember. 3 of these sets, actually, 2 of these sets I actually had as a kid. I say kid, I was probably about 14 at the time. So we'll start with them. This is the Off-Road Patrol. I haven't a clue why I bought these, and possibly not something else, but I probably felt that I actually needed more Autobots, because I usually only bought Decepticons, especially as I got a bit older. So I probably felt that I needed some more Autobots, so I bought the Off-Road Patrol. As you can see, some of these are a little bit worse for wear. His little smokestack there is snapped off. This is Powertrain. He transforms into obviously some sort of long-nose cab rig. Very much like an old GoBot. I can't remember his name for the life of me, but he looks very much like this guy. So anyway, so this is Powertrain. Usual Micromaster size, about 2 inches long really. And very, very simple transformation. Though I don't like it, to be honest. You just flip that down, rotate this back section round, and there we have Powertrain in robot mode. This guy was recoloured for use with one of the Micromaster battle stations or something. So anyway, so that is Powertrain in robot mode. He's got an okay one, but actually no, I don't like it. Something about it I just don't like. I think it's the arms. This is Slinger. He is obviously some sort of like monster truck. It's quite good because obviously they made a monster truck patrol a bit later. We'll probably see that in part 2. He's alright. He was one of my faves back in the day. He's got quite an interesting transformation. What I say interesting is just the same as every other Micromaster really. Just fold these down. Oh, they don't want to come out. There we go. A little bit stiff. There we go. But he forms an okay little Micromaster really. As you can see, I put some Autobot logos on him there. You can probably see, can you see the little where I put some little yellow stickers for headlights? So I did that on most of the Micromasters. It took me ages. I can't remember what film I was watching while I did it, but it did take me ages. This is Tugged. I haven't got a clue what that name means. I always used to use this as a really small version of Ironhide, really. As you can see, some sort of camper van. You know, it's okay for what it is. The transformation is a little bit more involved than some of the others. You pull out this back section, raise it around, pull out this front cab section, then you rotate all the legs around. As you can see, it's something like a little slide hinge there. So you come around, and there he is in rope mode, and he's got quite a cool little rope mode. You've got your little arms and everything like that, which is pretty smart. And then we put Tote over there, though the legs always do have a little bit fiddly trying to get them to lock into place. We'll put Tote over there. Well, you can't see him. I'm putting out a shot. There we go, put him over there. And the last one we come to is High Jump, and he's not exactly sure what sort of van he is, kind of like a Trailbreaker really. It's okay, just a bit plain, bit grey. His transformation is you just bring out these, fold that down, pull out his legs, fold that section back, fold that one back down, rotate that down. And he does have an okay robot mode, though you have to bring these sections, well, the doors down, which are going to become his hands, but then when he wants to punch someone, he don't really do a lot. Other than that, he looks alright though, to be honest. Not a little okay one. To be honest, most of the Micromasters have problems. Unfortunately, that's just due to their size, really. But what can you do? The next one we're going to go to the other one I had as a kid. This is the Autobot. I'm sure it's the Battle Patrol, or is it the Military Patrol? I can't remember. But saying that, these are actually really good. I went for these obviously because they were like military vehicles, and that's pretty good, especially for Autobots because you don't usually see it. This is Big Shot. As you can see, it has a giant cannon on the back there. It does rotate, which is pretty cool. I'm not exactly sure what he is, but it's obviously some sort of cannon vehicle. And to transform, just raise the gun up slightly, fold his little feet out, and that's it. And you can use the gun just to prop him up, and he does have his little arms that come out from there. And that's Big Shot. You know, it doesn't look too bad. Put him there. Right, so the next one we have is Sunrunner, and Sunrunner's a pretty damn cool airplane. It looks like some sort of bomber or carrier plane, but it does have these cool little missiles on the front there. As far as I can see, it doesn't come off. I've tried to get it off when I was a kid. I couldn't get it off, but looks pretty good, and you can imagine that flying along. That is pretty cool. Just a shame his robot mode slightly lets him down. And the usual sort of transformation, just fold the legs out, flip this down to become his chest, fold the little wings back. And what I say what it lets it down, it's these little hands. They only rotate just at the elbow there, which is a bit of a shame. Other than that, it's a pretty damn cool little Micromaster. Going to put him over there. Oh, sorry, just itchy eye. And then we're going to come to another cool one, which is Sidetrack. Now, I do like tank transformers, and this one is actually pretty damn cool. I love the double barrel cannon thing he's got going for him on the top there. Could have just done with a few extra paint apps. This would have been brilliant. To transform it, just rotate the feet out, pretty much the same, just fold those down and then get around it. This is going to come down, form his chest, and there's his arms. And it's alright, just a shame about the small little arms in there. But what can you say? It's a pretty good little Micromaster. It definitely always looks good on display. And that's what you mainly do with these guys. These just build out your Autobot ranks, really, don't they? The last guy here we have is Flak. I was going to say something about this guy. I think this guy would have been done really well to get like a Universe Redeco. I can't remember the one now. It's sure it's off an Energon figure. Is it an Energon figure? Or is it a Cybertron figure? I can't remember. But he's a pretty damn cool tank. I think they used him for Universe Drop Shot. This would have been cool if they'd have called it Flak and painted him green. That would have been pretty cool. So anyway, so he's like a missile launching tank thing. Pretty cool. And the transformation is actually pretty good, actually. Just turn it over. Obviously it's simple, but that's the way it goes. But then the tracks become his arms, and they're pretty good. So you can smack people in the face pretty much easy. You can have him like running for the bus or something like that. It's just really good. Really liked it. It was one of my faves when I was a kid. Right, so I'm going to put him down there and then knock everybody else over. Right, the next one we're going to do, this is the Rescue Patrol. Let's get these in the front here. I never had these as a kid. When I first started collecting them again when I was a little bit older, about 18, I managed to find, I found bits of them. I started off with Fix-It. I managed to piece the rest of this team together. Actually, never bought them as a complete set. Started here with Fix-It. And he's an ambulance. And in the comics, he did sort of take over from Ratchet, mainly because Ratchet at the time was in some weird dimension, stuck to Megatron, so Fix-It did take over. It was, as the resident medical officer. He's okay, as ambulance little Micromasters go. The next fella here is Seawatch. I probably got the rest of these three guys from eBay, to be honest. You sometimes have trouble finding Seawatch because he's usually missing the front of his little boat there. He isn't too bad, just transform him like this, rotate that around, and then get that section. Sometimes that'll fall off, that's why it's usually missing. And he's okay, not too bad at all. And I'll put him down. Right, then the next guy we're going to go for, this is Stakeout, and he's a pretty cool police car. Not much more to say about him really, other than that he's a pretty small police car. Don't know if it's going to focus in on him there, do well. No, it doesn't want to. But, it's okay. And then to transform it, I believe we just rotate the little legs out, fold that back, and there is Stakeout. And, as Micromasters go, he's alright. Not too bad at all. Put him over there. I love how most of these do stand up pretty well. The odd occasional one you might have trouble with. This is Red Hot, and he's obviously some sort of fire engine. I like it how the little ladder stroke water jet gun on the front there. It's actually pretty cool. It does move around. And then to transform him, obviously it's the same again, just rotate the little legs out. And then if you can get his arms to move, he's got his arms, and you can fold that up like that. So it takes the bad look off the back there. And again, he doesn't look too bad, does he? Now, will he stand up because his feet are very strange looking? Yeah, he stands up all right. Right, now then, we're going to come to the Autobot race car. Is it the race car patrol? Yeah, it is. There we go. Now, I have issues with these guys for a number of reasons. One of them because some of them are a bit shit, and also they featured, well, especially him, featured in probably the worst ever Transformers story. Can't remember which it is now, but it's the one where he goes up against some poxy wrestlers, which is the most ludicrous story I've ever seen. And to be honest, that's where you could tell that Bob Budinsky really did not know what to do anymore, and you could see why he just gave it up and handed over the reins to Simon Furman at that time. Still, there we go. What can you do? Anyway, let's get on to the actual figures themselves. Let's go for the guy in question. This is Road Handler. He featured mainly in that bloody awful story. As you can see, he's a red sports car. You can't really tell. He might be a Corvette or something. I'm not totally up on American cars, as in to be able to spot exactly what one it might be. But as a little race car, it's pretty cool. Anyway, you fold that legs like that as usual and just rotate that back. And there we have the infamous Road Handler. He's alright, as little robots go. Pop him over the back there. Now then, who are we going to go for? This is Swindler. He's alright. Mine's a little miscoloured. It's supposed to be grey. It's not really going to pick it up, but you can definitely tell with the bonnet there is definitely a different colour to the main section there. Again, as little cars go, it's alright. It looks like Blue Streak a little, to be honest, but you know, it's alright. Anyway, same transformation again. Fold that out. Only this time the front section goes forward. He looks a lot like Blackjack from the Decepticon Race Car Patrol. He's alright. Put him back there. And then we'll go for this guy, which is Freewheeler. And now this guy actually looks like from, I think it was Armada. Was it a spark plug from Armada? He looks it's the same sort of car, same design and everything. It's obviously a Lamborghini, I think. And we transform him pretty much like this. This is probably one of the worst ones, to be honest. This bit rotates back, and he's got some hands that get in the way of the legs and everything like that. It's just awful one, this one. I'd have probably just preferred it if they'd just gone for a generic transformation. That would have been a lot easier. And we plonk him over there, and it looks a bit silly. And the last one is Tailspin. He's obviously some sort of Le Mans sort of car, maybe. Not totally sure, but it's still pretty cool. Right, and to transform it, you just fold out the legs as normal, and then just rotate this section back. He looks a lot like, is it Dogfight, one of the trigger bots? And then you just release his little hands, they're just clipped in the side. And I love it how he's got his little missiles just either side of his head there. I like that, that's actually pretty damn cool. Right, so that is Tailspin. I'm going to put him over there, and this wraps up the first part of my little Micromaster Patrols review. 4 decent patrols actually. Pick them up if you ever see them. They range in price. I mean, I paid for some of my patrols about £5 each, but that was a long time ago. So depending on their popularity, you're looking between £5 and maybe £20 a set if you can find them. I had trouble with some of them. I can't remember for the life of me which patrol I had worse with. I think it might have been the Monster Truck Patrol. That was a pretty tough one to find. And was it the Monster Truck, or was it the Strain? Oh, there's another one. I can't bloody think of the name now. Maybe I've got it on here. Might have been the Hot Rod Patrol. One of them I had trouble finding. Anyway, right, this has been Grand Collect 75. I'm wrapping up this review there. I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.